Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Emmerdale to revisit Rhona's troubled past in court scenes. Emmerdale star Zoe Henry has revealed that her character Rhona Goskert will be confronted over her past in next week's court scenes. Rhona is about to stand trial for kidnapping baby Ivy, as she faces the consequences of her desperate decision earlier in the year. The vet's husband Marlon Dingle and best friend Vanessa Woodfield are both determined to support her as they give evidence in court. The same can't be said for Rhona's ex-husband Gus Malcolms, who's determined to make Rhona pay for what she did. Speaking about the tense scenes ahead, Zoe explained, Rhona doesn't take the stand until last. Gus goes on the stand and is pretty vile about Rhona, which she expected. Vanessa is also in the stand, which Rhona is nervous about. Vanessa is brilliant, but the barrister brings up Rhona's previous drug addiction. That blindsides Rhona. She didn't expect for it to be brought up, it just wasn't on her mind because she's moved on from that point in her life. She worries that will go against her. Marlon also gives evidence and that goes well, then it's Rhona's turn, but she's aware that none of it looks good on paper and she's definitely the bad guy. Discussing Gus' evidence, Zoe continued, he really lays it on thick. He's the one who talks about Rhona's drug addiction, the kidnap and how she abandoned her other two kids when she took Ivy. He couldn't be more damning if he tried. This is the interesting thing about this story, whenever anybody gets up and tells the truth, it is the truth but it's quite damning. It doesn't really matter how you try to sell what Rhona has done, it's pretty awful. After watching everybody else give evidence, Rhona becomes determined to tell the truth as she fiercely defends her actions. Although Rhona is completely honest, she starts to worry that this wasn't the best tactic to win over the jury. Zoe added, everything gets twisted but Rhona goes down the line of arguing that Ivy is her child. How could she ever walk away from this knowing that she hadn't told the truth? Ivy is her child, flesh and blood. Rhona may not be the woman that birthed her, but she's the woman who gave her life, and that's the tack she takes. Afterwards, Rhona feels like she's really messed up. She loses her temper, which is very Rhona-like. She's just very passionate and her mouth runs away with her, but she can't help it. She says the law is an ass when she's on the stand, that's not going to impress any jury. But she speaks from the heart. She's probably 95% sure that she's done herself no favors, but there's 5% that thinks she's told the truth and that's what counts.